Morning, 9:29 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast. I'm T-Speaker222 with Dogecoin and you, and we're gonna get into the charts. But I wanted you guys to see a perspective from FX Street. And yeah, they're getting more into the crypto, but when they do these TAs, I'm not saying that they're even close to 50% accurate. But what I'm saying is they put out little details that'll help you understand certain areas, and it'll help us get to the next part of this video quicker. So I want you to watch this chart real quick and see what he's saying, and then we'll correlate it with our own.
Hello everybody and welcome back to FX Street. The next coin up for discussion is none other than the infamous Dogecoin killer, Shiba Inu, right? And since our last discussion, Shiba Inu has done quite a bit.
And you can take a screenshot of this as well, because he's got all these different levels on here. So he's got the fib extensions, shit that I don't put on my chart. So you can take a picture of this and then we'll get into the charts right after. I just want you guys to see all these little levels so that you can understand what's going on in the immediate short term.
So before we actually get into it, I want to direct you to the FX Street YouTube channel. If you enjoy the content that we put out, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon. You can also follow us on Twitter at FXSCrypto, right? You can also give me a follow on Twitter at Mangeko with the 0 at the end. So back to Shiba Inu. The last time I explained this, Shiba Inu was somewhere, I think we were on, it was on 11th April. Let me just check that. This was 2 days ago. Put it 2 days ago, Tuesday. What date was Tuesday? It was the 12th. Yep. So yeah, I think it happened on the day this candle actually took place. So I think this candle was mainly because Robinhood listed Shiba Inu. Like people were requesting Robinhood to list Shiba Inu all the way up to this particular run up here, somewhere around here. But the rumors kept on piling up. Robinhood did not respond. But finally, we get a silent listing from Robinhood, which caused the price to spike up roughly 22%, if I remember correctly. Let me just see this. Yeah, it was a 21% upswing. But at one point in time, it was 36% upswing. Right, so interestingly, the price also, again, like after multiple attempts, failed attempts here from 29th March to 5th April, we see a similar wick, which tells us that a lot of people were booking profits anytime price moved above 271. So the reason for that could probably be this cluster of candles over here, which are going to act as supply zones. Supply zone basically. I'll just change this. Yep. So any move into this supply zone is basically where you're gonna expect a lot of profit taking to occur, and that's exactly what's happened so far. Let's just ignore the supply zone for now. Yeah, so let's ignore this for now. So the overall structure for Shiba Inu is still pretty much the same, where the price is forming a larger Adam and Eve pattern. Inside the larger Eve, there's another Adam and Eve. There was another Adam and Eve pattern, but now the price has kind of evolved into something a little different. Right now what we see here is this is the Eve and this is the Adam, right? So usually
this is why I wanted to show you this. We've been talking about the Adam and Eve pattern, guys, on Shiba Inu and on a couple others in crypto, and he explains it, and then we're going into our video.
This is how an Adam and Eve pattern plays out. You get a sharp V-shaped recovery followed by a rounded bottom, but sometimes the price also does this. Both the structures are pretty much the same. The measurement rules are pretty much the same, right? So my thesis has remained pretty much the same since I think since before 25th March. I pointed out this pattern and it's still valid, right? So the larger Adam and Eve pattern predicts 38% upswing, which puts the target at 454, but from the current position, this is roughly 75% upswing, right? If you long Shiba Inu right now, you would get a 75% upswing on your investment, but there's a really good chance price could move beyond this level here and extend up to the next level here, which is 500. Mainly because it's a psychological level, and whole numbers tend to have some sort of a special place in people's mind when trading. So assuming that actually happens from the current position, this would be a 95% upswing. And if you followed me on FX Street, you could see that I
Okay, so that's what I wanted you guys to see, because that's the narrative. If we push up and we can hold this area, but now it comes down to more than that. Okay, well, it's all fine and dandy. We're going to go up, right? If we go up. Well, we're at 2577, which I said yesterday I wasn't buying yet because I wanted to see how we played out after the close. And it's not because I think we're looking overly bearish. I just didn't think that buying in over 26 was a good idea yesterday. But we do have this Adam and the Eve bottom. We have a lot of converging things going on. And I'm going to start in the 30-minute. You can see if we pull up, we do have a W style pattern. We have this Adam and Eve pattern. And you can see it. I mean, you can see all that we need is a little bit of volume. We've already started this. And if we pull up, you can see it. It's just an elevated W bottom. And an Adam and the Eve, basically to make that for the simpleton or the short. That is all that means is one part of the W is lower than the other part. So the first part of the W here is at about 2532. Second part's at about 2544, so that's considered an apple in the diamond bottom. You can also see, and I'll just draw it in freehand because I prefer to do it that way. So there's your uptrend. Sorry, I'm outside and it's here. Let me show you guys. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I'll keep the camera on. It's 38 degrees here this morning in the great state of Michigan. It's a little colder than it's been, but you can see we've got like some kind of, I don't want to say descending triangle because it looks like it's more of a symmetrical. You got uptrending support, downtrending resistance, getting close to a breakout. Looks like we could be putting a W reversal in. I think we're not in a terrible area. And like right now with Shiba, I wouldn't be taking out 20x leverage if I was anybody. But a lot of people are like, Tom, is it safe to take out 10x? I don't care how much I'm down until the breakout, as long as it doesn't break that. Well, it is. The only thing is if we, I mean, I don't think we would come way back down here because I would have a stop loss. If I was in this right now, the two things I get asked, can I go 10x? And I don't know why 10x is the popular number with everybody. But can you go 10x? So from here, your low support is 24.42. So that's 5.5%, which would put you down 55% from here. So obviously you'd have to have some kind of stop loss. And my stop loss would be, if I bought here, the best stop loss would be about 2.532 where I have it. That's the rounding of this broken out cup and handle. But it looks like we're putting in a handle right here. As long as we stay in that symmetrical triangle, I draw out and break to the upside, we'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. So you can absolutely buy here and layer down even if it comes down. But Bitcoin, to me, I just feel like Bitcoin might still have a surprise for us. It might have to come down to 39,000. Because I'm not convinced that this isn't trying to sneakily put in an M on us real quick here. I'm just saying. Because before any great run, if Bitcoin were to go up to 50, I would not be shocked if Bitcoin pulled one of these moments real quick and then just exploded on us. So I'm expecting another hit on that uptrend. I am. Especially if these are more like Adam and Eve patterns. This would make sense for Bitcoin to hit an upper high here. So then you could have Bitcoin doing this. Or this is the other thing with Bitcoin, and this is why I've been so cautious. Bitcoin very well could do this, do that, and bounce out of here, and that would be considered an Adam and Eve bottom as well. So there's a lot that can be going on with Bitcoin. So there's that. And then I wanted to focus mostly on Shiba this morning and then Matic, because Matic has pulled up a tiny bit. Stochastic the RSI is shooting straight up. Stochastic straight up, which means that we're probably going to break up to about right there, $1.42. Or we could get up just a tiny bit farther, but you see we rode my uptrend beautifully. So with Shiba, it's the same thing. We very well could do the same thing if we ride this uptrend. And we're getting back closer to where you'd want to buy. So on this symmetrical that we've drawn, the best spot to buy is when it hits that yellow line, or the closest to that yellow line as you can get. And you're pretty darn close right now, guys. You're within 0.2% of that uptrend on the symmetrical triangle. So unlike yesterday at 2608, when it seemed like it wasn't a great buy, because today now you'd be down, it'd only be down 1.5% probably from the top. But now it's actually in a pretty desirable spot. If Bitcoin does come down, this would come back down to the uptrend. If it breaks that, all we need to do is hold our 2532 support. But I don't know if it's going to come down that far again. We're stuck into an area. It's just if Bitcoin were to come down, it would absolutely happen. Stay blessed.